Hello, today I want to talk to you about goal setting. This is something that's really important in your life. People go through life and they kind of work hard and continue to strive to do better, but they really kind of find themselves not getting where they want to be. And one of the biggest factors in this is they really aren't setting goals. They're basically applying their knowledge in their daily lives, but they don't really have that long-term vision of where they want to go. So the point of today is talk about goal setting and the impact it can have on you. So, well, the first thing is why set goals? Well, if you have a goal in mind and a plan to achieve that goal, it acts as a compass. It's going to help you prepare your day and plan your life so that you're moving forward to that. If you look at pretty much all successful people set goals. That's one of their major factors in success is they set goals and then achieve those goals. So the first thing we want to talk about is how to set goals. Now, remember, there's the setting of goals and then there's the execution of achieving those goals. And those are kind of two separate but related things. So other factors that are good reasons why to set goals, it kind of adds clarity to your life. It makes sure that you're using the resources you have in a way that is going to fulfill you so that you're not wasting time or energy or money on things that really aren't important to you. So goal setting is essential for success, but it also can bring about significant happiness for you. So the first thing you need to do is you kind of work backwards. So if you ask someone, hey, where are you going to be tomorrow at this time? A lot of people could answer that. Okay. But the thing is a lot of times that decision is kind of a decision forced upon them. So someone else has made that decision. A boss said, hey, I have a meeting this time or something like that. So in the near future, people can often say what they're going to be doing, but they really haven't made a very good decision of why they're doing that. So the important thing in setting goals is to kind of work it backwards. So most people think, where are you going to be in 10 years? That block of time in your future has not been obligated yet for the most part. So if you think, okay, where do I want to be in 10 years? You don't have any conflict or competing things where you're going to be in 10 years because nothing's been scheduled yet. So if you're looking at long-term goals, that's what you need to do is start first and look at where do you want to be in 10 years? Then you're going to break that down into smaller pieces to the point that you're going to want to create daily habits to support whatever your long-term goals are. The important thing to remember here is I call it the rule of tens. Do you know where you're going to be in the next 10 minutes, 10 months, 10 years? And if you don't, then you need to have a plan to develop that and work on those goals to fulfill those needs you have for yourself. So remember, you start by focusing on the big picture. You're going to work backwards into breaking these things into smaller little kind of objectives, and then you're going to convert those things into daily habits. So once you've done that, then you need to basically kind of define the clarity of your goals. So goals need to be very clear. So often you'll hear kind of the acronym SMART goals. So your goals need to be specific and significant. Okay, they need to be measurable and meaningful. They need to be attainable and action oriented. They need to be relevant and rewarding, and they need to be time bound and trackable. So let's say your 10-year goal, a lot of people will say, well, where do you want to be in 10 years? They say, well, I want to be financially independent. Okay, but what does that mean? That can mean a lot of different things to different people. So you need to break that down into what does that mean? Well, I need to have $500,000 in the bank. I need to have my house paid for. I need to have my car paid for. I want to make sure I have X amount of dollars in savings for my kids' education. Whatever you define that is, you've got to make it a very clear definition of what that is, something that you can measure. So if you want to lose weight, people often say, I want to lose weight. Okay, well, how much weight do you want to lose and what time period? And then you're going to break that down into basically smaller goals that you can monitor daily, and so that you can both, when you're being successful in accomplishing those daily goals, enjoy the the satisfaction that comes with being successful in accomplishing those goals, but also on those few days where you're not successful, it allows you to make a course correction early on, so you don't wait a significant amount of time to correct your course, so you stay on track for your goals. So you're going to set your goals based on your long-term goals, breaking them down into smaller pieces to the point of a daily habit, and then you're going to monitor your goals. And that's real important, because often people, what happens is they set goals and they have a strong desire to achieve them, but then the execution becomes the problem. People may start off strong, and then kind of that excitement of the newness fades. It becomes kind of work, if you will, and so it kind of loses its luster, so they start to fall off. So two important things here is you got to understand why you set this goal, and it's got to be an emotional why. So if you want to lose weight, it may be because you really want to fit into that outfit, or you want to be able to play with your kids in the park or grandkids and not get out of breath. So you got to have an emotional component to that. That's going to help you on those off days that you struggle with obtaining your goals, that you can refocus. Secondarily, part of reflection is to adjust the plan, if you will. So you may have a goal of losing weight that you've then basically broken it down into a daily activity that you're going to do. Exercise an hour a day, every day. That's something that's very easy to measure. You can get a calendar, you can write an X on it. Every day you do this and build momentum. Okay, but if you see that there's certain times that you're unsuccessful because maybe you're scheduling the time of day the wrong time, then you can make modifications to the goal. But the important thing is that you're reflecting upon the goal, so that you can modify it in ways that still is helpful to you. Okay, and goals, they don't have to be painful. There probably will be some pain, because if it's a good goal, that means it's a stretch goal, which gets you outside of your comfort zone. So by definition, there should be some discomfort. But if you're doing this right, you can learn that this discomfort's related to a higher purpose. If you set your why good, then you can actually enjoy that pain, because you know you're paying the sacrifice to get to where you want to be. So the important thing to remember is really, first you need to set goals. And what I mean by that is, don't let life lead you. You need to lead your life. And you do that by sitting down and reflecting, where do you want to be in 10 years, 10 months, and 10 minutes? And think, okay, am I doing things now that are propelling me to that? Or am I doing things that are taking me away from that? Or am I really kind of in the middle and not really moving forward or backwards? Either way, you really need to start by first sitting, reflecting, thinking about it is, what is you want to accomplish in life? And then you're going to take that long-term goal and basically break it down into smaller pieces, something that you can work on every day and measure and move forward with that. Another important thing to remember is when you're setting long-term goals, don't focus all your efforts in kind of one of life's buckets. So remember to kind of consider kind of all areas of your life. So you may have a 10-year goal that's a financial goal, but you probably need to have some type of like personal growth goal, family goal, things like that, the other kind of spheres of your life, so that one area of your life doesn't become overwhelming and kind of crowding out the other areas. So remember kind of the different aspects of your life in goal setting. But the thing is this is easy to do. It's hard work, but the hard work is worth it in the end. It's going to get you where you want to be in life and make you have a more fulfilled life. So again, think about your long-term goals, break them down into smaller pieces, into daily habits, and you're gonna get there. You're gonna be successful. If there's anything we can do to help, please just let us know. Thank you.